My name's Councillor Pauline Giles and I am the Cornwall Councillor for St Blaise Division. So I set up St Blaise Recycle, Reuse, Resale with my partner Dave because we noticed there were a lot of people that were really struggling in St Blaise and the surrounding area. They didn't have any furniture, their house wasn't a home. So we set the business up and we collect furniture and good household goods from 4 of the HWRCs locally. And we distribute it to families in need, in crisis, to the homeless who are put into new property that have literally nothing, and we do the whole business really. So it's furniture, it's clothing, it's food, anything that they need, and we can support them that way. Then they've got it. We've got quite a high density of social housing in St Blaise, which brings its own issues with deprivation. A lot of people are moved out of caravans and bed and breakfasts who come here with nothing. So they need a bit of a leg up, and that's really why I started the business. We keep everything real rock bottom prices because we're mindful of the fact that, you know, if you're poor, you're still proud, and you still want to be able to feel that you're sort of like contributing to your own life. So we don't put any prices on things. So if I think that you can afford a tenner, I'll charge you that. And if I see somebody they come in and they ask me how much can that be, and I think they can't, then it may be £2. I would say, you know, we've helped. wouldn't be surprised if we're not sort of like bordering on 1,000 families in the 2 years that we've been opened. Certainly during COVID, since March, I've dealt with 922 cases, and that's not just in our area. We've delivered beds to Fradden, we've taken furniture over to Newquay. You know, they need help, and during COVID, there's been a lot of places that have been closed up, so they've not had the access to get the cheap furniture. So they come to us. So, you know, I'm still on the phone regardless of whether the shop is shut. And if they need a bed and we have a bed, then we take it where it needs to go. Try not to do that so much at the moment because we're rushed off our feet. We've got Christmas to think about as well in our own area. But we just try and help as best as we can.
A couple of our volunteers who've been with us 2 years, when they first started, they were under the doctor for depression. Now they're off their tablets, they're happy as they like, and they love the place. If we phone them up and say we need help, they'd be down here within a shot, like any of them will, because they form friendships. People who've never known each other down here now are good friends. And I think that in itself is people going about mental health at the moment, and our place is brilliant for that because we'll welcome anyone can come down, have a cup of tea with us. They can come and talk to us, and that's what we're here for. And through COVID, we've been trying to do, as Pauline said, as much as we possibly can within the laws and the regulations to try and help people. And our team's been doing that, and it has the team that we've helped each other to get through this. And that is one side which is, apart from helping all the families do, is that we've helped each other.
Became a volunteer here when my boys were in Power Draft School, and they come home from school one day and said, "Dad, can we go on camp?" Which was PGL up at Torquay. And I said, "How much is it?" And they said it was 600 and something pounds each. So obviously I said to the boys, "No, you can't go because I can't afford it." So anyway, they said, "Oh, Dad, there's a lady at school that has offered to pay." So in finding out, this was the place that paid for them to go on their last thing that you do before you leave the little school, before going to big school. So, and that's how I feel that I've come down, because that's what paid for them to go camp. They've appreciated it. They're 14 now, and one of them comes down on a Saturday and helps out as well, like, so it's good to put stuff back in. It's awesome. There's a set of twins down here. They're in their 60s, aren't they, the twins? Yeah. And I'll come down just to wind them up because they're just awesome. They're just awesome people. All of them are like just awesome people.
The response from the community has been absolutely amazing, both ways. I will say that, you know, sometimes the poorest people who have lived deprivation themselves, when they've had a little bit of help and they see that they can give back, they do. It's always the ones that have got very little that will come forward to give whatever they've got, and that's humbling in itself. But it's just a lovely place to be, because we can help people, and our volunteers, they're so kind with everybody that nobody has to feel sort of like feel a bit embarrassed about coming in and buying cheaply. That's not what this is about. This is about our area, our community helping each other.